Hey guys, I'm Dustin, the founder of BriteCo, and I'm going to talk today about the difference between specialty jewelry insurance like BriteCo and homeowners. I founded BriteCo with the premise that there had to be a better way to buy insurance and that the insurance product itself and the coverage and the pricing had to be better than just putting it on my homeowners. And lo and behold, that is true. Putting a piece of jewelry or a watch on a homeowner's policy is not ideal. It's less than ideal for sure. There's way better products out there like BriteCo, where you can actually itemize outside of your homeowner's policy your precious jewelry and watches. Why would it be better to actually add a specialty line of business like BriteCo versus adding it to your homeowners? Well, I'll tell you why. Basically, jewelry insurance or specific jewelry insurance providers like BriteCo specialize in this line of business. So this product is actually built very specifically for a piece of jewelry, where a homeowner's policy is actually built not for jewelry, but for your house. So what does that mean? So basically you get better coverage with a specialty insurance provider like BriteCo. So you get better coverage, and also a lot of times it's less expensive. You also get a lot of added benefits to the policy, like no deductibles, and you would be subject to a deductible most cases with a homeowner's policy. And additionally, there's caps a lot of times on your homeowner's coverage. So let's just say you have an $8,000 engagement ring, your homeowner's policy could cap you at, call it $5,000. And that means that, there's a difference that you'd have to come out of pocket for $3,000. Now, nobody wants to do that if you don't have to, and certainly there's better options in the market like BriteCo, then you would be better off going that way, especially if the price is equivalent or less. What are some other reasons why a specialty insurance provider will be better for you than homeowners? Another reason is if unfortunately you would have a loss, you would actually have to claim that loss in your homeowner's insurance policy. What is that? Well, it means that your homeowner's insurance, the price of your homeowner's insurance will actually increase because you had a jewelry loss. Now, if you were to go with somebody like a BriteCo or a specialty provider, you would not be subject to that same thing. So if you had a loss and you filed a claim with BriteCo, your homeowner's insurance coverage wouldn't be touched. And so that's really important, and it's really important to keep the price of your homeowner's policy low. There's other reasons as well. So for instance, if you were to have a claim, you really want to be working with your own jeweler or whoever you're most comfortable working with. And a lot of times homeowners insurance will force you to go to a preferred vendor or preferred provider. Somebody like a BriteCo or specialty jewelry insurance product will actually let you work with whoever you want. So at BriteCo, we give you the option to work with whoever you want. And if you didn't have a preferred jeweler, we would actually recommend one of our preferred jewelers for you, but you wouldn't be required to go with them. When you work with a specialty provider, we will understand on a replacement what it actually means and the nuance of your claim. So what does that mean? That basically means if you had a 2-carat center stone that was a GSI-1 with medium blue fluorescence and it's a round brilliant cut, you should be looking to get the equivalent of that stone. And so when you work with somebody like BriteCo, we know exactly what we like to say is we speak jewelry. We like to, and we understand what that replacement process really looks like from a nuanced perspective. Now, homeowners insurance policies, they're not specialists in this at all. And so getting that claim replaced, there could be quite a bit of friction, and it could take quite a long time to do. And with BriteCo, we're very quick, very fast, and understand, that you would want to get your prized piece of jewelry or prized watch back quickly and for the claim to be handled very fast. Thanks so much for watching, and get a BriteCo policy today.